Did Jungkook really collapse during practice? And why was Taehyung the one who saved him from the edge? The shocking moment that left ARMY in tears. Discover the full emotional truth and join the conversation now. What really happened behind the closed doors of BTS's latest practice session that left millions of ARMYs gasping for air and clutching their hearts in shock? Did Jungkook truly collapse under the weight of his own determination? And why was it Taehyung who stepped in at the very last second to stop the youngest member from pushing himself beyond the breaking point? This chilling moment has sparked an emotional wildfire across the fandom, and as the news spreads like lightning, fans around the world are demanding answers. Before we dive into the full story, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you won't miss any updates about the boys. Share your thoughts below. Do you believe Jungkook is pushing himself too hard for the sake of perfection? Or is this just another side of his relentless passion that ARMY both fears and admires? The practice room, often a place of energy, laughter, and sweat-soaked determination, turned into a scene of panic when Jungkook's body seemed to give in to the relentless hours of rehearsals. Reports from those close to the situation describe the youngest member's face growing pale as he staggered during a particularly intense routine. It was at this critical moment that Taehyung, with the sharp instincts of a brother who has seen Jungkook push himself countless times before, rushed to his side. The room, filled with music and motion, fell eerily silent as everyone held their breath, watching Jungkook's knees nearly buckle. ARMYs who heard the whispers of this moment can't help but ask, what drives him to such extremes, and what does it cost him behind the glittering lights of the stage? Taehyung's presence was more than just a comforting hand on Jungkook's shoulder. Witnesses described him speaking in a calm but firm tone, telling Jungkook to breathe, to stop, to let go of the pressure for just a moment. The bond between them, one that has always been highlighted on and off stage, became the center of attention, a symbol of what it means to be family in the chaos of global superstardom. Fans around the world have been shaken not just by the sight of Jungkook nearly collapsing, but by the realization that beneath the perfection lies a young man who carries the unbearable weight of expectations, both his own and those of millions who look up to him. And yet, what truly pushed Jungkook to this breaking point? Insiders close to the group reveal that Jungkook has always been relentless in his pursuit of excellence. He has been known to practice far beyond what is required, repeating steps until his body can no longer keep up with his mind's demand for perfection. This isn't just about rehearsals. It's about the identity he has built since debut. Jungkook has always been labeled the Golden Magne, and while the world sees that as a badge of honor, for him it can often feel like a chain he cannot break. Was this moment of near collapse a symptom of years of pressure boiling over? Did Taehyung's intervention save not just Jungkook's body, but his spirit as well? What makes this revelation even more gripping is the contrast between Jungkook's cheerful stage presence and the brutal reality of his training habits. He smiles in front of cameras, pours out love during fan events, and sings with a voice that melts hearts. But what is hidden behind those walls of practice rooms is a man fighting his own limits. ARMYs are now asking the hardest questions. Is Jungkook sacrificing his health for the sake of giving flawless performances? And if so, how far is too far? And why is it that Taehyung, more than anyone else, seems to know exactly when to step in and pull him back from the edge? The emotional storm this moment has caused online cannot be overstated. Hashtags related to Jungkook's health and Taehyung's care skyrocketed across platforms within hours of the story surfacing. ARMYs shared their fears, their tears, and their admiration, creating a tidal wave of emotion that proves once again the unbreakable bond between BTS and their fans. Some argue that this incident is a wake-up call not just for Jungkook, but for the entire industry that constantly demands perfection from its idols. Others see it as proof of his unshakable dedication, the very reason he has risen to the top as one of the most respected performers of his generation. But where should the line be drawn between passion and self-destruction? Every glimpse into this moment brings more questions than answers. Did Jungkook hear the worried voices of his members as he tried to steady himself? Did he notice the trembling in Taehyung's hand as he caught him? Was there a silent plea between them? A reminder that even the strongest need to lean on someone else? The answers may remain hidden in the practice room, but the story they tell is echoing across the globe, reminding fans that even idols are human, vulnerable to the same exhaustion and fragility as anyone else. The bigger mystery now lies in Jungkook's own heart. Why does he continue to drive himself past the point of breaking? Is it the voice of expectation that whispers he must live up to his title? Is it the memory of years of training, where only those who gave everything survived? Or is it something deeper? An inner fire that burns too brightly, consuming him in the process? The truth may never be fully revealed, but Taehyung's intervention has shown fans that brotherhood can sometimes be the only barrier between ambition and collapse. What will this mean for Jungkook moving forward? Will he finally take a step back and allow himself to rest? Or will this only fuel his desire to prove himself stronger than ever? Fans are divided, torn between their admiration for his dedication and their fear for his health. But one thing is certain: this moment will be remembered as more than just a rehearsal gone wrong. It will stand as a chilling reminder of the price idols pay for the perfection that dazzles the world. And now the question turns to you, ARMY. What do you think Jungkook was chasing in those moments when his body began to fail him? Was it perfection or something more personal, more fragile that only he understands? Comment below with your thoughts. Share this story to keep the conversation alive. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another breaking update about BTS. The truth behind Jungkook's near collapse may never be fully known, but the emotions it has stirred will not fade anytime soon.